If you're looking for a birthday or Christmas present for the football lover in your family, visit cardsplug.com/dominicrichfc. Use the coupon code dominicrichfc to get yourself 15% off. All the links will be in the description box down below. Thank you. A matter of fact, thank me. Which Ajax players would I sign to Manchester City? Guys, I recently made a video talking about which players would I sign from Liverpool, and you guys actually like the idea, so I figured I'll do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like Ajax, I plan to do Chelsea right after this. So if you have more teams you want me to do, just leave them in the comment section down below. Also, the first winner of Guess the Player number 1 is Yamza8. He guessed the right player, which was Jordan Henderson, of course. Guys, it was a bit too easy. It was a bit too easy. Guess the Player number 2 is out. I plan to make Guess the Player number 3 a little bit harder. I'm doing this to, improve the interaction between me and the subscribers, of course. So thank you, Yamza8, and all the other people who guessed it was Jordan Henderson, but they did copy Yamza8. So thanks again, and here's your shout out. So which players from Ajax would I sign to Manchester City if I could? In the summer of 2019, we pursued the signatures of Frenkie de Jong and Matthijs de Ligt. These players had great seasons. Champions League semi-final, they won the Dutch Eredivisie for the first time in a while, and a lot of people were chasing these players' signature. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Juventus, Man United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, all the big teams. PSG were even thrown in the hat, but Frenkie de Jong went to Barcelona and Matthijs de Ligt went to Juventus. We failed to get any of these players, so it means that we are interested in signing players from Ajax. Business done in the past? None. No business between City and Ajax in the past. So this would have been a monumental moment between the two clubs. Never happened, never materialized. But there's still great players at Ajax, and I'm going to let you know which ones I would take and which ones I won't. So get a cup of your favorite beverage, some snack, and let's do this. I want you to participate as well. And before I forget, this video is also dedicated to my boy, Paul Bayi. This is for your entertainment, and you know why. Goalkeeper Andre Onana, Cameroonian number 1. Would I take Andre Onana at City? Guys, he is very good. Would he take the post as a backup keeper at Manchester City? Guys, I think he will. I think he will, because if he moved from Ajax to City, he won't get a lot of first team opportunities, but he would get a raise in salary and he would be at a big club. Basically, I'm not saying that Ajax is not a big club, but he'll be in the Premier League at a big club. And he will be the keeper who will take part in the cup competitions. And who knows what could happen. If Ederson gets injured, Onana could be a really, really good replacement, and we won't have to worry too much like we do when Claudio Bravo is in goal. So I would definitely take Andre Onana at Manchester City. He is not a backup keeper, but I can see him coming in as a backup keeper, similar to the way Silesen went to Barcelona as a backup keeper. So for some of you guys who want to argue, there's your evidence. Andre Onana could play as a backup keeper at a bigger club than Ajax. So I would take Andre Onana. Bruno Varela, the backup keeper at Ajax. Nah, I won't take him. If you're a backup keeper at Ajax, you can't even make the backup team at Manchester City, so I won't take Varela. Daley Blind, Dutch centre-back, former Man United player. Very talented player, very versatile in the back, could play all across the back. Would I take him? Nah, I won't take him. One of the most important players for Netherlands, one of the most important players for Ajax, but seeing that he was a Manchester United player, it would be blasphemy to come to Manchester City, and I don't think he is good enough to play for City, to be honest. Seriously, I don't think so. So, no to Daley Blind. Edson Alvarez, a very versatile Mexican defensive player. He can play as centre-back, he can play as a number 6. Would I take him at Manchester City? Guys, I won't take him. I think he is talented, but he is not the finished product as yet. If he excels at Ajax and he could somewhat reach the top of his game, then he would attract bids from bigger clubs. But right now, I don't think the bigger clubs are going to go in for Edson Alvarez. And no disrespect to the man, but I won't take him at City. Lisandro Martinez, Argentinian, similar player, similar mold of player. Could play as a center back, could play as a defensive midfielder. Would I take him at City? And I think it's a similar situation. Very talented, but I don't think he has reached that level yet where he's going to attract bids from bigger clubs. And I might be wrong, but I think he needs a bit more time to develop his game. And I'm not saying that I won't take players if they're raw, but Edson Alvarez, Lisandro Martinez, I think they need a bit more time to develop. So no to Lisandro Martinez. Perusing, I don't even know if I'm saying his name correctly, but he's a young Dutch center back. Won't take him. Haven't seen enough of him, so I won't take the gamble. Won't take the risk. So no to Schurz. Nicolas Tagliafico, the left back from Argentina. He has been a good player at Ajax. Would I take him at City? Guys, we have a left back problem. Benjamin Mendy isn't always fit. Angelino is still developing. So if we took Angelino from PSV, he was a Man City player before, but he never really made much appearances there. But would I take Nicolas Tagliafico? Guys, I would take Tagliafico. Very good player going forward. Not so defensive, but I would take Tagliafico. Definitely would. Have the talent to make it at a bigger club. And I think he could make it at Manchester City for sure with our left back problem. Noussair Mazraoui, right back. He could play as a right midfielder as well. The Moroccan international is still raw, very talented, pacey, very committed player, I must say. I could remember when he recovered the ball and it ended up in a goal against Real Madrid last season. Can't ever forget that. Very, very talented player, but is he ready for a big club? Big move to a big league? I don't think so. I don't think so. He's good, but not good enough, in my opinion. I haven't seen him perform at the highest level on a consistent basis. So I'll say no to Mazraoui. Sorry. But we have Kyle Walker, João Cancelo, who are better right backs. And we won't need you playing as a right winger. We won't need you in the midfield. So I'm going to say no to Mazraoui. Joel Veltman, veteran Dutch defender. Could play as a centre back, could play as a right back. I think Joel Veltman is very, very, very determined. And he makes up for the lack of talent with his determination. To be completely honest, he's not the best, but he is a very committed player. He will give you 150%. Sometimes you need that in a team, but I don't think he would fit the mold at City. Not good enough. So no to Veltman. This one will be very interesting. 19-year-old USA international Serginho Dest could have played for the Dutch national team but chose to play for USA. Dual nationality. Would I take Dest at City? We do not have a right back deficiency right now. But this guy Dest is good. This guy Serginho Dest is good. I would take him. I would take him as a backup player. I would take him as a backup player. João Cancelo could play as a left back. I would take Serginho Dest to be on the bench. No lie. What I've seen from this man, this young man, I should say, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. I'm impressed. I remember my boy Paul Bailly sent me a clip of Serginho Dest and I was like, whoa, I didn't know he was that good. I didn't know he can dribble and all. So I'll take Dest. I'll take Dest. And he was very influential in USA's 4-1 victory the other day against Canada after they had lost for the first time against the Canadians in 34 years without Dest. So I'll take Dest. I'll take Dest. His future looks bright. So look out for Serginho Dest. Remember the name Serginho Dest. Karel Eiting, a Dutch CDM. Don't know much about this player, so I'll have to leave him right where he is. Razvan Marin, the Romanian central defensive midfielder. Central midfielder. From what I've seen from Marin, I'm not impressed one bit. He was brought in as Frankie de Jong's potential replacement, and he hasn't impressed me at all. So I'll have to give that one a big no. Ryan Gravenberch, 17-year-old Dutch central midfielder, and he is also a versatile player who I think could play at right back. Would I take him? Guys, I'll snatch him up. I'll snatch him up. He is a very good prospect. Not for the first team, but to just have around the squad. Maybe send him out on loan or something. I'll take him up. I think he's going to develop into a very, very talented player. And I hope he don't fall off and fall by the wayside. I'm keeping my eye on this player. Ryan Gravenberch, 17-year-old, has been playing for the Ajax first team since he was 16. And I'll take him. I'll take him at City for a future prospect. Not for now, but for a future player. He has a lot of potential. Jurgen Ekkelenkamp, 19-year-old Dutch central midfielder. This is another talented player. Stats are looking good. Haven't seen much of him, but his stats are looking good. I will take Jurgen Ekkelenkamp. Oh, the name is so sweet. It comes off the town so nicely. Am I saying his name right? Ekkelenkamp. I love it. So look out for that name as well. Jurgen Ekkelenkamp. All right, a commentator's nightmare, or it could be a commentator's dream. But I'll take him. He is talented enough. Future of Ajax. Next player on the list, Donny van de Beek. Oh my God, I don't know how he wasn't snatched up during the summer. Don't know. I don't know how he's still at the club. Was linked to Real Madrid, but maybe he was advised not to go. Or maybe he's just weighing his options, play out another season. But this is one talented player, and I think this might be his final season as an Ajax player. For now. You know, a lot of players like to go back later on in their career. So I will gladly take Donny van de Beek with David Silva, you know, moving on after this season. Kevin De Bruyne, you know, his injury problems and all. Phil Foden, very young, very raw still. A man like Van de Beek would be great for our midfield, to be honest. Even if he's coming off the bench for now, he would be a good fit for Man City. Once Pep could just, you know, get him to learn the system, and, you know, he would develop into a better player. Better than he currently is. He has an eye for goal, good first touch, skillful on the ball, very good with his passes, and I will take Donny van de Beek in a heartbeat. Zakaria Labiad, Moroccan international, not good enough. Not even good enough to make the Ajax first team most of the time, so you could stay where you at. Noah Lang, 20-year-old Dutch central midfielder. Talented player, but not good enough. Stay where you at. CM de Jong, 30-year-old brother of Luke de Jong. Not good enough. Stay where you are. Don't want you. This one might be a controversial one. 30-year-old Serbian forward Dusan Tadic. Left winger, plays as a, you know, false nine most of the time at Ajax. Ripping up the Eredivisie, playing well in the Champions League, playing well for Serbia as well. Would I take him at Manchester City in his current form? Still won't take Tadic. Very talented, but I think he is a grade below City grade, to be completely honest. Good player, but can't see him playing for City at all. So sorry, Tadic. Good for Ajax, but not good enough for City. The highest you got in the Premier League was with Southampton, so why you think you could make it at City? It won't happen. It won't happen. I don't know if other teams came in for him while he was at Southampton though. I don't know if Chelsea or Man United or Arsenal came in for him, but maybe he could fit an Arsenal, but right now, not City. Quincy Promes, 27-year-old left winger. Would I take Promes? In a heartbeat, I would take Promes. This is my favorite Dutch player. He's been for a while. I will take Promes. Very talented, fast, good eye for goal. very, very clever, and I'll take him. I'll take him. With Leroy Sané potentially leaving the club, a guy like Quincy Promes, not fast as Sané and maybe not as skillful, but he could make a good squad player. A lot of you guys might not agree with me, but I like Promise. Hassani Bande, a young Burkina Faso forward. Haven't seen much of him, so I have to leave him where he's at. Stay with Ajax and develop. David Neres, 22-year-old Brazilian right winger. Very, very exciting player. And I'll take Neres. I think if he plays under Pep Guardiola, he can take his game to a next level and even the level above that. What I've seen from him, very, very impressive, but he still have a lot of polishing up to do. Currently injured right now, but he's been really good for Ajax last season and in this season so far. So I will take a player like David Neres. Ajax, man, very, very, very talented team, and they develop a lot of young players. And teams like City, United, Barcelona, Juventus, and all the big clubs in Europe have been benefiting from that in the past. Tottenham Hotspur, forgot to mention them, have been benefiting from Ajax's brilliant young players. So I'll take David Neres. Lassina Traore, a young center forward from Burkina Faso. Two players from Burkina Faso in here. Ajax are doing a lot of scouting. That shows that they're doing a lot of scouting. Haven't seen much of him. Most likely a very, very talented player. So remember the name Lassina Traore. There's probably more Lassina Traores, right? But this is a new one. Haven't seen much of him, but I think he might be talented. But I can't take him. I can't take him. Haven't seen much of him. Klaas Jan Huntelaar, 36-year-old center forward. A legend. Definitely a Dutch legend. Used to play at Schalke. Was he at Real Madrid too? I think so. I think so. At his age, I can't. In his prime, yeah. In his prime, definitely yeah. But right now, I just can't. And the last player on the list, the 26-year-old Moroccan right winger, Hakim Ziyech. Would I take Hakim Ziyech at Manchester City right now? I would. I would. He's very, very talented. If he's not playing as a right winger, he could play as a creative attacking midfielder, because the man is so creative, man. So many of Ajax's goals pass through Hakim Ziyech. Whether he's crossing them in, whether he's passing them through, delivering free kicks, corners, the man is just, he's a maestro. He's a maestro, and I'm surprised no big suitors came in for him during the summer when he was reported to be around, like he would have cost 25 mil, and no one bought him. That's just puzzling to me. That's just, maybe there's more details behind it, but that's just puzzling to me. So I would take Hakim Ziyech at City. I would definitely take Hakim Ziyech. So it's quite a number of players from Ajax I would sign at Manchester City if I have the chance. I don't know how many of these players Pep Guardiola would be interested in signing, but it's me, and it's not Pep Guardiola. I see potential in the players that I give, the green check to. So there you go. There you go. All the players I would sign from Ajax to Manchester City if I had a chance to. So guys, if you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button. Don't forget to visit cardsplug.com/dominicrichfc. Use the coupon code dominicrichfc to get yourself 15% off your order. In your comments down below, please let me know which players from Ajax you would sign to your club. Whether it's Manchester City, Liverpool, United, Barcelona, or whatever. Just let me know some of the players you would gladly take from Ajax. You would just say, thank you very much. Thank you. I'll take them. Don't forget to give the video a big, big, big thumbs up for the effort. And until my next video, I like to say thanks. A big, big thanks for watching. Peace out. Rich, score ahead. Gotta have fun with what you're doing, man, or else you shouldn't.